Hey everybody, Dutchman Mods and Repairs, working on a Kenmore 700 series dryer today, and the scenario we have is a no heat condition. So we put the dryer on high settings, push start, dryer comes on, the drum spins, but we have no heat whatsoever. So we're going to get this opened up down underneath in the front here and take a look at a couple things. So let's get started. All right, first things first, you want to get at the heating element for this dryer. There's a bottom cover down here. What you want to do is there's these little tabs here. There's one here on the left hand side, one on the right hand side. You want to get a flat tip screwdriver and you just want to push down, take the pressure off, and then kind of grab the edge of that panel there, and you just kind of pull out. It'll kind of pop out, and then it'll get a bit easier on this side because this will be hanging out a little bit. Do the same thing coming here. You're going to want to, pry that down, and then you'll be able to pull the panel out like this, and it just rests on a couple of posts down there. And of course, this is always scares you when you look inside there, just dirty. Can actually get in the dryer. So you get the panel off. Let's get that out of the way and get further into this. All right, a couple things to point out here before we get into this. You could have done this even before you took the panel off. Probably the best thing to do is before you start poking around here with anything is you want to unplug the dryer and remove the dryer from your electrical source. Okay, if you're looking at the dryer up in there, and where I'm kind of pointing, general direction I'm pointing is the heating element. Okay, so the bottom screw down here, it's holding the bottom portion of the heating element on. Oops, grabbed the wrong wrench there. 1/4 inch. Wish I had a nut driver, but even that might be a little challenging with the top of the bracket being kind of in the way there. So let me just wiggle that out a little bit, just get some room. Crash, bang, boom. We're gonna have to do some vacuuming in here too. When you look inside, you look at some of the dust and stuff that's collected inside the heating element around there that's gotten really hot. So I'm gonna definitely want to get the vacuum in there and get the stuff all vacuumed off. Yeah, you can see where it's gotten hot up there. It gets hot. Just a point in mind to either do this yourself or have someone do it for you, where you get the unit service and get it cleaned out to be safe, because this is how you get fires start. Fires can happen in your house this way. So this right here, the first thing you're looking at right there is basically the ceramic block that's used as the connection points for the heating element and we're talking about this guy right here, that go to and that's what actually makes your heat. Current passes through that, has a very low resistance, and basically glows. The wire gets so hot. Put my leads together. I don't know if we're gonna be able to put my leads together first. Just making sure we got a low ohms reading. We're checking the resistance. I'm gonna put this on. Interesting. Take one lead off. Oh goodness. You might have a heating element that's actually bad. I put my meter in here and it read basically infinity or open, which it should not be. I should get some kind of resistance there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unplug everything, get this heating element out, take a closer look and see if I can see inside where maybe there's a wire or that's broken, or maybe the insulators inside have cracked and allowed some wires to make contact, and there was maybe a burnout or something on the wires for that heating element. But yeah, I'm gonna get a picture of this. That's something I recommend. I'm gonna get a picture, some pictures that are gonna show what wires go where and things in here, and then get it out of the dryer. But yeah, let's get this guy out. Take a look at what we got. So I'm gonna take this outside and vacuum it out so I can handle this a little bit better without blowing dust everywhere. All right, so just a quick follow-up on what I found here. This is the heating element. I've taken it out of its sleeve where it rests inside this sheet here. It's literally just one screw over here. You can see that screw location up here at the top of the heating element. This heating element literally just slides down inside, okay? Took my multimeter and I put the leads on these 2 points here, and you should read very low resistance. You may read 10 ohms or less, something like that. But what you don't want to have is what I found here is an open. You see this here? It's very hard to see if you're just looking, if you're actually looking down through the sleeve there and it's resting down inside there, you're probably not going to see it. And this is just confirmation from the resistance check. But with that open like that, that's literally like the heating element is unplugged. And that's the problem. So I've got one on order. This part number is a WP3387747. You can get this at your local appliance store. You can get this on Amazon. All right, so I just got the new heating element in for the dryer, and I wanted to show you all what the ohms reading is. I'm on a scale of 200. We're reading just over 11 ohms on this, so we know this is all good. All the wires are connected, which they should be, as compared to the old one, which had an open. Remember, there was a broken wire, and then we had the complete open infinity symbol over there. Might show an infinity symbol on your multimeter. Anyway, so we know this is good. So we're going to go ahead and get this put back in, and we'll show that in just a second. All right, so we're going to have to fish and get our heating element tube kind of pushed back to there, get it seated. I've already kind of reached in here via hand and gotten a bunch of the lint and stuff out. Before I close everything up, I'll grab the vacuum cleaner, shove it back in there with a long nozzle to get some of the harder to reach places. All right, so in my case here, if you look back up in here, what I've got is, I've got a bunch of different wires in here, right? But for me, the black one here goes up on top here. And then on the bottom, on the front, the red stripe there is on the bottom of that one. And now we're left with 2 wires to go into the heating element, which we have up front here. So in my case, I went with the solid red up top, and then wires striped coming from this to the bottom. So you have to put the shield on first, or this little support piece here, because there's a little 1/4" screw that goes, there's a lip of this that kind of feeds it up into, and then you kind of straighten it out like a tongue piece of metal here that straightens out. And then there's a 1/4" screw that cinches those two together. So you need to do that while you're outside the dryer here a little bit. You can do that with the wires connected, so you just have to kind of pull it out, you know, kind of to this area right here. Then you can still get it back in. You'll need 2 hands to kind of lift it up a little bit and work it in, because you got that tongue in the back. That's got to go under and in. Then you'll line up down here, put your 1/4" screw in there, tighten that down, and you'll be good to go. So all we're going to do at this point is put the cover back on the bottom here, plug it in, and give it a test. All right, good thing's good. We got the dryer put back together again, and let's push start. And I've already verified this, that we actually have heat, but yeah, nice hot air now in the dryer. So yeah, I hope that helps somebody out. Got any questions or comments, you can drop those down below. And yeah, appreciate you watching this video. Join us on our journey as we continue to work on things around the house, in the driveway, and everywhere in between. Thanks for watching. This is Dutch out.